everybody, welcome to day 3 of our daily creative challenge. How's it going? It's day 3 and it's also graphic tee Thursday. So who's rocking a graphic tee today? I am. And if you're familiar with Snuffleupagus, then you'll probably like the back too. There he is. Every day I'm snuffling. It's a good thrift find. Hello Sean, Chad, how you doing? Charles, if you're new in chat, make sure you give me a shout out so I can give you a shout out right back. If you're new to the Daily Creative Challenges, I'm Kathleen. I'm going to be your host for the next week and a half. And this is a 2-week challenge where over the course of 9 challenges, we're going to build our Photoshop skills. It is beginner friendly, so if you're totally a noob, no problem. We're all there once. And if you're a little more experienced, then you can always take these challenges to the next level. What's up, Valdair? Sam, hello. Valentus, good to see ya. Awesome. Hey, Carrie. Hello, hello. So if you want to join the challenge, make sure you go to behance.net/challenge/Photoshop. That's where the landing page is, and that's where you can register. So if you haven't registered yet and you go there, you can click this button, and that will register you automatically. The way this works is every day you're going to receive a new challenge because you registered. I'll show you another way that you can find the challenges as well. You can also join the community chat. So that is Discord. We'll talk about that in a moment. Then you can watch the daily live show. That's what's happening right now. It's 30 minutes, or I guess 25 minutes, every day, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks, and we're going to go over different challenges each time. I'll show you my take on the challenge, but you can do whatever you want using the workflow and the skills that you have learned that day. And then finally, once you're finished with your challenge, you can upload your work on Discord to get feedback, and then upload it to Behance for your final portfolio. So let's talk about Discord for a second. If you have not joined it yet, please do. The link is bit.ly/psdiscord, capital P, capital S. That is important. And you will come here. So this is a server where you have different channels over on the left. You can introduce yourself maybe in introductions. I'll say, hey, everybody. Who's new here? I have to edit that with a question mark. That's where you can introduce yourself, let us know what your name is, where you're watching from, what you do, if you're a creative, if you're side hustling, a creative hustle. You can also come up here to the feedback channel, and that's where we're going to be posting our works in progress to get feedback from the community. There are like 1,500 people in this channel, or maybe closer to 1,200 people. So there's a lot of good people to give a lot of good feedback. So when you're working in progress, you can come here, upload your work. I'll show you how to do that at the end of the stream. And it's really cool. I saw this one by Carrie that I absolutely loved from yesterday. We focused on beveling and embossing and some layer effects. And she made this Photoshop really cool book, Once Upon a Time in Michigan, by the creators of Photoshop. Has the original Photoshop little icon. It's almost like Illuminati-esque. It's pretty cool. I love that, Carrie. Great job. And there's another one. Oh yeah, by this one. This one was super cool. We were talking about tonal letter pressing yesterday, so just using a letterpress to press into a cover and not add any color of ink. This might be really hard to see, but there's the words hello, hello, hello here just pressed into this black cover. So cool. I love that. Chad, yeah, the old PS logo on the spine. So cool. All right, let's go back. So once again, please join Discord, give us a shout out, and maybe we'll give you a shout out back. Also, I saw this one and I was wondering, this typeface is so familiar. Is that like the Mario typeface? It looks Nintendo-esque to me, but maybe it's because I've been playing Luigi's Mansion. It's in the back of my mind at all times. Yeah, it's rad, D. By the way, what's up, D? Good to see you. Okay, so you're going to join Discord. You're going to join for the live streams every day. And let's work on our challenge for today. So today, since yesterday and Monday we were celebrating Photoshop's birthday, and we created a birthday invite the first day. Now we have to send our thank you cards for everyone who came to the party. I saw somebody in chat was saying that they were hungover from celebrating the 30th birthday party. I hope you're creatively hungover, and hopefully this is helping you feel better. Ooh, Nor says a long weekend ahead. Everything's good. Nice, Nor. What are you going to do over the weekend? Maybe catch up on the DCC? This is very Captain Caveman. I don't know Captain Caveman. Oh, no, the typeface. Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Donanjay, what's up? Good to see you. So we are going to be working on these invites. And if you want to start with a similar file that I start with, say just a square, you can always come to the starter page or the landing page, come down here to the challenges. A new one gets unlocked every day. So we're on the Symmetry Tool. And if you want to download my starter file, you can do so by coming here. There's a stock image that you could use. There's even some brushes that are from Inktober of 2018 that Kyle Webster was giving out for free. So you can download those if you don't have a Creative Cloud subscription. But I'll also show you how to find a ton of awesome Kyle Webster brushes that are included with your subscription. It's gonna be awesome. Starla says, I'm totally new here, first time chiming in. What's up, Starla? Everyone give Starla a little round of applause. Welcome, glad to have you. Alrighty, let's jump back. So the dimensions of my starting file are 1500 by 1500 pixels. Let's see. If you want to change the size of your canvas or document, you can always come to image, image size, and change things up. But I just have it at 1500, 1500. It's a nice little square. And I have it at 300 ppi just because I want it to be nice and crisp. Because I like to do it like that. I'm originally a digital painter, so all of the PPI is good PPI for me. Ooh, Techno says I'm watching from Egypt. Hello, Techno. Thanks for joining. So today we're going to be exploring two things, or I guess three things. We're going to be exploring brushes in Photoshop. You don't have to be a painter to use brushes. You don't have to be a painter or an illustrator to make illustrations. I'll show you a super easy way using the Symmetry Tool. So we're going to be playing with the Symmetry Tool, and we're also going to be playing with the Rotation Tool. It's very nice. Kevin says, how do you install the new brushes, please? If you download those brushes, Kevin, you can just drag them onto your Photoshop icon, and that will install them immediately. I'll show you how to do that actually when I show you how to get brushes. But we're gonna go from here to here super easily. We don't have to have any painting skills. We just have to use a couple tools. So let's get some brushes going. Over here on the left side of the toolbar, you're gonna find your brush tool. It's a little paintbrush, it makes sense. But if you, for some reason, maybe see the pencil tool and you wanna get to the brush tool, you can just long press, open up this flyout menu, choose brush tool, or you can do Shift B and that will cycle through all the tools for you. So B is the hotkey for all of these. Alrighty, now with my brush tool selected, I already have this kind of like spattery brush selected from the Mega Pack from Kyle Webster, but I want to try some new brushes. So I'm going to come up here to my brush menu. So once again, coming up here, opening up this menu, and if we click on the cog icon and go down to get more brushes, it's going to open up a web browser for us. And if you're logged in with your Adobe ID that's attached to your Creative Cloud subscription and scroll down, there's a ton of brush packs that you can download for free. It's all included. I recommend downloading all of them. They're all amazing. Kyle's a great creative and brush maker. But he did just release some new brushes. So let's download those and see what they're like. I honestly haven't seen these yet and I'm super excited, so let's do it. Just gonna click download. Hopefully it goes quickly. It did. Probably because I'm hardwired in today. Going real fast. Okay, so someone was asking how to install the brushes. I'm just gonna go to my downloads, grab it, drop it on my Photoshop, and they're installed. It's that easy. So let's find them. Hopefully they're actually in here. Yep, there they are. So down here, I've got my Spring 2020 update. And let's see what's in here. We've got the Bash brush. Let me change my color. Ooh, nice. I'm just using my mouse right now, but I do have my tablet hooked up. But let's test some of these out. Free flow. Very springy. If we want to make this even smoother, let's increase our smoothness, maybe up to like 50. Nice. I love that this brush smoothing was introduced in Photoshop recently. People used to have to use third-party extensions like Lazy Nezumi and other things, but now it is built within Photoshop. So if you're not confident in your hands or if they're shaky, you can turn up that smoothing, get some nice lines. Personally, this is one of my favorite things to do in Photoshop is to play with brushes, but I won't spend too much time here. I know it's not for everyone. Oh, that's awesome. You can make some bushes pretty quick. Inky shredder, that might be cool for fireworks. I'm looking for something that's pretty thin that I can make some of those firework streaks with easily. Let's go back down here to the bottom. Maybe Sabertooth Wet. That's nice. Ooh, yeah, maybe we'll use Sabertooth. All right, I'm gonna choose Sabertooth, and let's make a new layer so we can paint on top of it and make our fireworks. Only happy little accidents. Totally, Serge. Totally. Jordan says, I've been using smoothing so much lately and I'm in love with it. Yes. It slows down your process a little bit because it does drag behind it because it's being smoothed out. But if you're just slow and steady, should be all good. I'm gonna move my computer to the side a little bit so I can use my tablet. You don't need a tablet for this. You can just use your mouse. But since I'm a painter today. I'm donning my painting cap, my beret. I'm gonna use my tablet. So I'm increasing and decreasing the size of my brush by just using the bracket keys, but you can also just come up here to your menu and increase and decrease that way. Ooh, Chad says expanded brush support on PS for iPad coming soon. Nice! Thanks, Chad. So we could try and draw these fireworks just like this, but even I, a seasoned painter, it doesn't look great, right? It kind of looks like a sea urchin, which I don't mind. I love sea urchins, but that's not what we want. So I'll delete all of that. Let's first increase our smoothing just a little bit, and let's employ the Symmetry Tool. Up here in the control bar, you'll see there's this icon that's like a little butterfly that's bisected. And if I click it, I'll zoom out again. There's a bunch of different symmetries I can use. Since we want to do something that is coming from the center and going outwards, maybe we want to choose radial or a mandala, or even the dual axis, but let's do radial. And when you select your mode, you can choose the different amount of segments. I'm going to choose an odd number, like 5, and I'll show you why in a moment. Lessa says, thanks for helping me with yesterday's challenge. I still don't know how to mask the book pages though. Shoot, Lessa, maybe if I have time at the end of the challenge, I can show you, but I might just have to jump on Discord again later and help you out then. But thanks for your patience. Appreciate it. Alrighty. Can we get a link for the new brushes, please? You can get to it from Photoshop. Super duper easy. Alrighty, and when I choose my segments, we have this transform box appearing, and I'm going to grab a corner, and I want to make it expand from the center. So I'm going to hold down Option or Alt if you're on a PC. There we go, looks like a big star. Hit Enter to commit your changes. And now let me choose like a yellow, like a real firework. If I start from the center, boom! So easy to draw 5 different lines at the same time. If we weren't doing fireworks, we could get like a little crazy and do something like this, maybe make some sort of sun. With a texture in that brush is awesome. Thank you, Carl Webster. And if I navigate away or turn the symmetry off, there we go. Just that easy. But I want to use some straight lines and make this firework. And like I mentioned before, you do not need a tablet, and I'll show you why. When I press my brush down and I hold Shift, so I'm holding down Shift right now, even if I go over here, it's going to be constrained to a straight line. So I'll show you that again. I'm tapping down my brush or clicking. I'm holding Shift. Whoops, I didn't hold Shift. And even if I move my mouse around, it's still going to be a straight line. Cool. Now the reason that I made this an uneven number of segments is that I can do even more by tapping down and coming down. And I can tap down again and go to the right. And I can tap down again and go to the left. I don't even have to tap down multiple times. Cool. So even from there, we have so many segments with just a couple movements. Jan Eric says, wow, your last name is illustrated after all. I changed my name officially. Cool. Alrighty, so we're kind of stuck here. We went up and down and right and left. We made the straight lines, but it doesn't look like a full-fledged firework yet, right? Well, let's bring in the rotation tool. The rotation tool, all you do is tap R on your keyboard and you'll see this little cursor appear. It looks like a hand rotating something like you might if you're a traditional artist. in real life. And I'm just gonna click and rotate just a little bit. I could rotate even more. Whoa. And you might be worried because you're like, wait, now my canvas is all messed up. It's off on a strange angle, and how do I get it back to normal? All you have to do is press escape and you're back to normal. You'll notice up here at the top as well, you can change the angle by clicking and scrubbing over the word rotation angle or adding in a custom angle like that. You can even use this little radial icon here. Whoa, fun. This really is a birthday party. And you can always reset up here as well by clicking Reset View. Okay, so let's go back to our brush. Actually, we need to rotate a little bit. You could hold Shift if you'd like to, if you want to go by, I think it's 30-degree increments, or maybe it's 45-degree. That looks good. We'll go back to our brush tool. I'm going to go from the center, go down, right, and left. Rotate a little bit more. There we go. So again, that's why I did uneven segments, or not uneven. Yeah, uneven. I did 5 instead of 4 or 6 so that I can do the vertical axis and horizontal and get, let's see, I don't even know how many new lines that is. Math is not my forte. Or counting, which isn't really math, it's just kind of a basic skill. All right, this is fun. We're just adding more. This almost looks like a little starburst. Rotate a little bit more to fill in these empty areas. And from here, oh, I just did over on top of something I've already done. From here, we can add new layers, add different colors. Let's try a different color on a new layer. I'm gonna make a new layer over here. Let's choose maybe a deeper color to contrast with that yellow. Cool. And start. Ooh, nice. It's kind of vibrating. It's almost Mary Blair-esque. We know I love Mary Blair. If you don't know Mary Blair, she's the one who designed It's a Small World. She did a bunch of those golden children's books back in the day. An amazing gouache painter and a female artist to look up to. I will need to see this again. Alberto, no! I can show you how to get rid of the, or I can show you how to get to the brushes if that's what you're asking about. Jimmy says, getting her Moonrise Kingdom on with my t-shirt. I love Moonrise Kingdom. One of my favorite movies. All right, let's stop there for now. I'm going to reset my rotation by hitting escape. Looks like we're going warp speed. We are. All right, bring back my mouse. Don't need my tablet anymore. Whoops. And let's turn symmetry off. So remember up here at this butterfly icon, I'm going to click it, turn symmetry off, and that's going to get those lines out of here. Now we could even, oh, that does look like a sea urchin. We could even duplicate this yellow layer. Easy way to duplicate is either do Command or Control J, or just grab your layer I'm holding, clicking and holding, and drag it down to the new layer icon. And then from here, if I use my Move tool, or use Command or Control T to transform, I could rotate it. Whoa, that's a firework, friends. I could even increase or decrease the size to make it a little bit different. Maybe drag this blue below, change my blending modes a little bit, play with it. Ooh, I like that. It looks like a dandelion. That deep kind of orange color is super nice. And I'm going to group all of my firework layers together by holding Shift and clicking. Right click on the layer. You can do group layers from here, or you can do Command G to group them. I'm going to rename this firework, and we can use Command T to transform it and place it how you like. So I want it to be coming off the edge a little bit. Fireworks are not constrained within our small frame of reference. They're big and explosive, so it's going to come off the edge a bit. I'm going to duplicate this group by just dragging it down to the new layer icon. Move it over here, maybe make it pretty small, like it's happening in the distance. And maybe we'll even turn down the fill a little bit so it fades back into the background just a tiny bit. And maybe I'll even flatten this layer, merge the group, and change the blend mode. So now we have a different color. So I did color dodge. Nice. You can hear the boom. How inspiring. Maybe we'll move this down here and we'll do one more duplication and move it up to the corner and make it so big that we're just seeing kind of the edge. I don't want it to be too big that the pixels become too aliasy, but that works. Nice, so this is a thank you card, so let's add a little bit of text that does say thank you. We've played with text yesterday when we were doing the book cover designs. I'm gonna come over here to the text tool. Kroll says, that's pretty awesome, yay. Glad you like it. What's up, Chris? From west of Ireland. Hello, hello. Good to have you. Now to make some text, I'm just going to click and it will autofill some lorem ipsum. Let's type in thank you. I feel like this typeface is pretty fireworksy. It's wide, it's thin, like the skinny lines. I might even grab this orange color. And let's increase the size a bit, fit it to the bottom. Boom. So the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tie this entire composition together by introducing some little flecks of light that will go over the entire thing. So I'm gonna make a new layer. Let's go back to our brush tool and I'm going to head back to my original brush pack. Close that. I believe it was in the special effects brushes. Yep. These are from Kyle Webster, you can download them. And Alberto, if you want to get to the brushes, just go up to the cog, click get more brushes, and it will take you here, where you can download. That easy. All right, but we're back in special effects. I'm gonna choose one of these spatter brushes. And when I click, you'll see that it has almost like a spray painty effect. If I increase the size and I click more randomly, it almost looks like these are the little light bits that are coming off. Let's choose a lighter color, maybe something more like yellow. And we can even change the blend mode to make them glow even more. Let's do, I thought a color burn might work, but perhaps not. That's kind of cool. Although let's do a white. There we go. Alrighty, but let's make it even more wild by making it so that when I click, two colors appear. It's super duper easy. We're gonna come up here to our brush options. That's this little brush folder up here at the top in the control bar. Click it. And in here we can change all of the different dynamics and settings for this brush. So we can customize brushes that are already customized by Kyle Webster. It's amazing. We can come here to shape dynamics and see how much we want the diameter to change depending on pin pressure. The one thing that we wanted to work on was the color dynamics. So right now foreground and background jitter is set to 0, and that's referring to the foreground and background colors I have chosen. Right now white is the foreground and black is the background. Let's actually change that so that you'll see what I mean when I change this. If I turn this up to 100 and I test it over here, both blue and pink spots appear with the same brush and they're fluctuating between those two. So we have some of the purple coming through as well. If I turn it down to 50, that fluctuation won't happen as much, but I want it to be 100. Nice. We can even change if it's gonna change in saturation. So some things are super dark, some things are super light. I kind of like that as well. I like that dark blue. So let me just drop in a couple of these little spots. Super duper easy. I'm gonna change this typeface to not be orange because now that I've added that typeface, it doesn't look as good. Cool. Love it. We're gonna get this exported and uploaded onto Discord. Let's do file, export. We're gonna do a quick export as PNG because we're running out of time and we need it to be fast. Fireworks. Save it. And then earlier I mentioned this is how you upload onto Behance. So if I click this plus button and then navigate to my fireworks PNG. I'm going to upload it and ask for feedback. So we'll see what you all think. I'm going to hop on Discord right after this stream and hang out with you all and hopefully answer some questions. And then stick around for Paul and Anna coming up next for more Photoshop goodness. It's going to be great. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.